Hi everyone, I'm Jen. Had a long day, been a bumpy couple days, so I'm doing my best not to be irritated. First of all, I do call, it seems like they're masked bandits out to bully us with words, even if it's done through politeness. It's social bullying. Anyhow, those of us in the Mandela Effect community, we have seen how we are one essence, each of us, and we can experience multiple realities. Lion, lamb, wolf, goat, leopard, kid, goat. It doesn't matter. The point is we are in different storylines. I do feel that with the 100th monkey theory, that we just need a small percentage of us, and then we tip reality into going into a new world. So I won't even talk about the masked bandits that the gang is quickly forming, has formed. I don't like being bullied. Anyhow, let's talk about geography. I believe that our geography morphs based on certain beliefs. So I don't know if you've noticed or been aware, but the United States has shrunk widthwise by over 500 miles by now. The East Coast is no longer one on top of each other. The Canada border, except for the New England states poking upwards, used to be straight across, basically speaking. And now Canada's dipping into us, and the lakes belong to both of us and more to them. It's changing a lot. And of course, Baja California now never was in the United States. It now has always belonged to Mexico. So I was chatting with a friend of mine. Hi, Jake. And he's the son I never had. I adore him. But what if there was all this talk about the wall, so that it is in our minds, we keep seeing over and over and over again the physicality of it, the words of it, and then that border stayed firm because of it. Because as many of us know, the Pangea seems to be returning. So how do you keep borders if the physicality is changing and moving? So maybe if us keep seeing that, then we're just programmed to believe that that's where the separation border is. The same thing is, remember that lady that climbed Statue of Liberty's foot? Programmed. That foot is up, that foot is up, that foot is up, that heel. No, it never was. But instead of people, because it was on the news over and over and over again, talked about and visually, now we have a whole generation who believes that her heel was always up and not under her dress. Of course, there's a zillion other changes with Statue of Liberty. But what we watch on the news is just imprinted to create a reality, whether it's done on purpose or not. I saw some YouTube videos on hypnosis where they were hypnotizing high school graduates. These are smart young adults, and even when this one lady ended it and they all came to and they were all like, what? We did this? What? Well, she also did something that would last 7 days. Manchurian Candidate comes to mind. That would last 7 days. So a keyword by her voice for 7 days would make each of them do something different. Actually, the two girls was the same thing, whatever the keyword was, and then they'd take their shoe off and answer the phone, and then they'd start taking selfies, and they honestly thought it was a phone. So that is how easily we can be programmed. Do you understand that? And the others down the line, as one by one they realized, because they're awake now, one by one they realized, oh my gosh, she's going to say a key word and I'm going to do something. And even knowing it, they still did it. When it got to the final one, I felt extra bad for him because he was not a volunteer, but he was in the audience, got hypnotized just by listening to her. So he was brought up to the stage as the last person in the line. And that wasn't cool. And he knew it was coming. She was going to say some word. And then he stands up, spanks his bottom and says, "Who's your daddy?" And then he slinks into his chair, puts his hoodie over, and just, you know, what I'm saying, that's what's happening every day of our lives. Whether it's nefarious or whether it's just a cultural or familial or best friend does this, so I'm going to do it too. It's just, we end up going along with things because it's programmed. Even things like Pavlov's dog, the bell. How often do we respond to the bell? You know, we laugh at a cat going crazy over the can opener for their tuna fish, and we humans are laughing at them, and then ding dong, we go to the door because there's our pizza. You know, be aware, be aware. Everything that is in your mind, whether you're realizing it or not, is what's creating your external. I don't want to lecture. I'm just sharing my experiences because as someone who can see different dimensions, everyone's living in what they believe in. So, I love you. I know we're supposed to just observe. So, I'm admittedly not feeling good when I'm being yelled at, and politely informed. So I'm tired. All I know is that you may feel alone, because I sure do here. And even though I've got my best friend Denise, but there's still a certain loneliness I'm feeling, and up and down. So if you're feeling that way, first of all, it's okay to be up and down. Second of all, just know that I sincerely, genuinely love you. I know you're another piece of me, so I'm just loving myself. So in a way, I'm being selfish. But kind while you're feeling alone over there, you're feeling up and down, your family loves you, your friends love you, but they're not all the way experiencing it the way we are. And I just want you to know that I love you.